Today, I want to talk about something that has meant different things to me at different stages of my life, and that is loneliness. Because when I was much, much more younger, but loneliness was so triggering. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable even talking about loneliness or even thinking of the idea that I may actually be lonely or I may actually be facing loneliness. Like, it was just a thing, and I saw it as something so dark and so deep that I didn't want to be part of it at all. I would do anything just to not be lonely, even if we were being around the wrong company. And today I want to talk about how that has kind of evolved because I have evolved, I'm a human being, I'm evolving, and how loneliness is actually a superpower and not something that you should be afraid of or not something that you should be so scared of that you would put yourself in the stickiest of situations. Hi guys, it's Princess. Welcome back to Inspire That podcast. Like you saw from the intro and from the topic, I'm going to talk about loneliness and using it to your advantage because I would always look at loneliness as something that is bad. Like loneliness is negative. If you're lonely, it means something is wrong with you. That's why nobody wants to be around you, or something is wrong with you. That's why you can't find your actual people. And society often glorifies being around people like, oh, when I was in secondary school, I would always love seeing like groups of friends that had like a shared Instagram account. And I'm like, you know what, that's the peak of like sisterhood. And I would always want to be part of it. But you know, it just never happened and I'm fine with that. And it just glorified every single movie. Friends, you have your tight people and you have these five people that would be there for you no matter what. And that's amazing. Like honestly, that is amazing. The thought of it is amazing. But not everyone has that story. Not everyone gets to live that life. But solitude can be one of the most powerful tools you can have for personal growth and self-discovery because of various reasons that I will share in this episode. Because I realized that the best things actually happen in solitude for me. Like if you're someone that is struggling with like being lonely, you don't want to be alone or like you always want to be around wrong people, this episode is for you. Like if you feel being alone is so bad and you're trying to figure out what to do with this quiet and everything, this episode is definitely for you. And the first ever thing is to without people easily, because when you are okay with being alone, you get to think to yourself, who is actually beneficial to my time and who is not beneficial to my time. Who do you spend time with that drains your energy after like just an hour or 2 hours? So you can figure out people that don't add to you, and then you let them go. Because if you're so scared of being alone, if you don't want to be alone, the person that drains your energy, the person that doesn't make you feel good about yourself, the person that makes you feel so not confident in yourself, you would still spend time with them just because you don't want to be alone, just because society has made you think that you're wrong or it's bad to be alone. Because there are also some people in our life that just stick around us for that convenience. They don't really care about us. So you're kind of quieting the noise and listening to the melody in your head. Like, okay, this person is not for me and I'm not scared to be alone. So I'm just going to cut them off. I'm just going to stay on my own. Like you don't have to wait for a specific thing to cut someone off. You can easily just cut someone off because being alone is your superpower. And when you can cut people that are not for you off, that's when you give yourself space to bring in people that are for you, people that genuinely care about you, people that are not just spending time with you because of convenience. And I try to think to myself, when was the last time I spent time with someone that kind of drained my energy instead of putting more energy in me? And I imagine if I spent that time doing something alone, how would I build my own personal connection with myself? Because you spend time with people, you connect with them. So when you spend time alone, you're connecting with yourself. So instead of spending time with people that drain your energy, you can easily just spend that time with yourself. And the next step is to set your own goals without the influence of others. There was a time in my life where I didn't even know what I was doing and I was just doing what everyone else was doing. Like I wouldn't think to myself, what do I really want? What do I like? What does my heart truly, truly desire? And even when I figure that out, if everyone is not doing it, I'll just be like, okay, let me just go with the crowd. But now being lonely or being alone, it kind of makes me go back to my own mind. And I'm like, what do I want? What do I feel the most happiest doing? And then I just do that because it's way much easier. And the thing is that when you work on goals or you do things because your heart wants to, you will feel even more fulfilled doing it. But when you're doing things because of this is what the crowd says, you'll feel so drained and you'll feel so tired every single time you put in the work because your heart or your mind is just not even there, because no one knows you like you know yourself. So without the influence of others, you can do what truly matters to you. You can now set intentions based on your values, based on what you enjoy, and genuinely the best part is just working on them and feeling so fulfilled because this is what you feel called to do. And the third point is to validate yourself and put yourself on the pedestal. When you're truly alone, you can grow to see your own self-worth, and you can grow to be much more confident in yourself and your values and your opinions and every single thing that comes out of your mind. You can see them as right or wrong because of your values, not because someone else sees them as right or wrong. You're not waiting from compliments or like external cheer from other people. Yesterday, I caught myself red-handed. I literally caught myself red-handed. I caught myself seeking validation from someone else. And I was like, wait, hold up. This is my thing and I'm going to figure it out. And I'm not saying it's bad to ask for other people's opinions, but when I'm faced with something and I'm like, I don't know how this feels, I don't know how this looks like, instead of running to the easiest chat on WhatsApp, why don't I just sit for a moment and think, do I genuinely think this is good or bad? How do I feel about this thing? Because someone can just say, oh yeah, it's good. But like I said, no one knows me like I know myself. So if I can just take a moment to be like, okay, this is actually not that good and I should work on this way, I should work on this way, then it will make more sense. But if I just take validation from someone else, the person might just not even be so clear. The person might just be like, yeah, it's good. Or the person might be brutally honest with you and then you won't even know how to go from there, because even though we have tried our best to handle criticism, not everyone can even dish out that criticism in a way that we can even work with it, because they might just be trying to help you, but you don't even know how to receive it or how to even work with it. And the best thing about self-validation is that it builds a very, very solid foundation of confidence that no one's opinion can shake. Because imagine if you got all your confidence from all the compliments you get around you. When somebody equally says, like, imagine if everybody tells you you're so beautiful, and then you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm so beautiful. When someone tells you, no, you're quite ugly, that is going to enter you, because you've not told yourself that you are beautiful. It's everyone else that has to come and tell you that you're so beautiful. So you validating yourself makes you more confident. It's just like you're unshakable, you're untouchable. So keep building that validation every single day, because it's not like it's step by step. Because like I said yesterday, I caught myself red-handed seeking for an external opinion when I could easily like look at it with my own eyes and based on my own standard, not based on another person's standard. Validation from others is temporary because people's opinions of you may change based on how they are feeling from you. But validation from yourself, internal validation, is forever because it's based on what you value. And the next one is to discover your true self. And I love this one because we are at this growing stage, or I'm at this growing stage where I don't really know what I really enjoy yet. Like, I'm just doing things based on like what I'm thrown into or what's most convenient. But when you spend some time in solitude, you can create what you actually like. You can create who you want to be, what she does or what he does in her free time, what he enjoys, what he thinks about, what he chooses to believe in, not just what everyone is saying. Because when you're around people so much that don't even align with your values, you're kind of like getting changed into what they enjoy the most when you don't have that solid like self-honest. And for me, the biggest part is just creating what you enjoy and not just falling into what you're expected to enjoy. Because sometimes I'm expected to enjoy some certain things and I'm like, you know what, I'm not really feeling this right now. And I can confidently say, I'm not really feeling this right now because I've spent some time alone and I'm not scared to do it over and over again. But when I was so scared to be alone, like wherever they call me to, I'm like, I'm there, because I just feel like that is better. It's just better to be with people than to not be with people. And there are many hobbies and passions that I have discovered while being alone. Exhibit A is this podcast, because I chose to not like do what everyone is doing. I could confidently come and start a podcast with what I truly love speaking about. Because honestly, I didn't think I should be saying this, but honestly, I felt like, okay, if I was to start a podcast based on what society or based on what everyone feels is more glamorous, I won't be talking about like self development and like my journey, blah, blah, blah. I'll be talking more of like rants, bands, and like just stories. And that is interesting, honestly. I won't lie, that's interesting, but I feel like we have enough of those. And I just feel, and because I asked myself also as well, and I just feel we have enough of those, and I feel I should do something that is much more important to me. I love listening to rants and bands podcasts, like all those, like just stories of something so crazy, and it's interesting. It gives me good laughs, honestly. Which, which of these two aligns with who I am as a person? If you give me a mic, like just so random, talk about this topic on self growth and self development, I'm going to be there a while. I'm just saying all of this because me choosing to spend time alone, I could quiet out the noise. I didn't ask anybody, oh, what do you think about this? I didn't ask anybody because I just know myself that well. And the next one, which is so true, is that you can show up as your truest self. You can be as authentic as you want to be, just because you choose to be authentic. Like, you don't have those people around you saying, oh my god, why are you doing this, or you're too loud, or you're too open, or you're too this. Like, just being told you're too this is just so triggering to me right now. But back then it was like, okay, I'm too this, oh yeah, I need to like quiet it down, I need to like tone it down and everything. But you don't need to tone it down for anybody. Like, you literally don't need to tone it down for anybody. Without that influence of external voices, you can remove all those expectations of how you should show up, and show up as who you truly are, because that's just the most empowering thing ever. And the truth about authenticity is that it attracts the right people to you. It attracts people that you could spend time with and not feel drained. But if you keep being this fake person, or you keep being this person that is not truly you, let's not use the word fake, but if you keep being this person that is not you, you won't find your people, and then you will keep complaining about why you can't find your people. Like, you will be like, I don't know, nobody around me just gets me. Well, because you don't even get yourself. Like, you don't even get yourself. You are not even showing up as your truest self. So nobody can see past this facade that you're putting on and then look at the real you. No one can see through that. So when you're true to yourself, you will just attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right everything to your life. And the next one is that you can create the life that you want, because nobody is holding you back. Nobody is giving you, like, nobody is whispering in your ear like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. If you're short on friends, or if you just have that one person, really, really embrace it, because it's literally your superpower. Creating the life that you want without external voices, without people forcing you, or not forcing you directly, but without you feeling obliged to do something that you don't really want to do, will literally change how you spend each and every waking moment of your life. Because no one is telling you what you should be doing. Because, like, the whole topic of this is loneliness is your superpower. Nobody knows you like you know yourself, and you should use these moments of loneliness to just in secret. I love what this phrase is like in secret, just keep quiet, work on your stuff, work on your things, and then you just come out having everything that you ever hoped for. And I really love seeing all those like TikToks and seeing all those reels. But anyways, with this loneliness, you can make decisions based on what you see, based on what you desire, instead of what everyone is seeing or what everyone desires, or what, because the thing is that no one even knows what they're doing. I saw something that was like, nobody knows what they are doing, but they love to give advice to another person. Like, if you meet someone that is so judgmental and everything, and if you truly ask them, what are you doing in your life? They might be stammering, they might be like, I don't know, but when it comes to someone else's life, oh my god, they would have a lot of opinions about what they should be doing or what they are doing wrong. But it's like, look at your own life for a minute. And honestly, embracing loneliness frees you from the judgment of other people. You're not caring about what they have to say, because you're like, you know what, I'm living my life alone. Like, I'm comfortable being alone. Who are you? Like, you don't even serve me like, you don't even matter to me. So why am I subjecting myself to what you think? Why am I subjecting myself to your own opinion? Like, it makes no sense, because you know that these people are not right for you. You've accepted that fact. So when you want to create your dream life, the life that you truly, truly want, you know what, these people, I don't really give anything about what they're saying. Like, I don't care about what they're saying. So it gives you a blank canvas to paint how you want, using the colors that you want. So my tip for this is just to start small, because it's in these small moments that those big transformations happen. Like, come on, it just doesn't work. And honestly, I've been seeing all these mysterious reels and everything. Everybody wants to be mysterious. You know what? Most of us are, you know what? A lot of us are a little bit weird, and that's completely fine. Like, you don't have to show up as this mysterious person. No, you can be mysterious, honestly, but if that's like kind of covering who you truly are, if you're like a yapper, like that's your professional job, be a yapper, like be who you are, because you don't know where that being that showing up as your true self would lead you to. So just embrace all those little quirks about you. Like, you don't have to be this person or be this, like I said, mystery. You don't have to be so mysterious if that means you're showing up as a fake person. And when you're alone, you don't have to, there's no pressure to fit into this mold that has been designed by another person. You can be your true weird self. Like, you can just, like, imagine if you're sitting in your room. You don't have to be mysterious. You can just start dancing randomly. You can just start singing randomly. Like, no, I'm not saying you should like dance on the road or anything, but just be who you are. Don't feel I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be wearing this, or I shouldn't show up like this, I shouldn't even watch, like, I want to watch this, but this is not what the girlies are doing. Like, you know what, I don't want to be like, okay, this is not what the girlies are doing, because we love to be girls. We love a good, what are the girlies doing, and that's completely okay. But if what the girlies are doing is stopping you from doing what you want to do, then that's just not your own girlies, because you will definitely find your own tribe of girlies that will do what literally fits like the inner you. Finally, the benefit of being alone is that you can build true friendships. You don't have to be someone else to hang out with this type of people. When you're truly yourself, those relationships would come to you because other people can see that. But when you're being fake, when you're being someone else, your true people can't see through that fakeness to come be friends with you. And honestly, being alone just makes you much, much more selective. Like, you're not just accepting the next person because you're so scared of being alone. Because the way my friendship dynamics have changed over the years is even so crazy. Because before, I would just want to hang out with this person because they're available. And I know that's not good of me, honestly. That's not good of me. But I can now choose who I want to hang out with. Like, I'm not just, because I know when I was younger, they always tell us, choose your friends, don't let them choose you. And I never understood that, because like, oh, if you're choosing everybody, then nobody chooses themselves. But now, you know what? Choose your friends, don't let them choose you. Because people will choose you and try and just, people will choose you, don't know, because of convenience. But when you choose someone, I feel like it's more like, let you guys choose each other. Because it can't be like one-sided. You can't want to be friends with someone and the person doesn't feel you in the same way. So you guys should choose each other. Make sure that your values align. Don't just be with someone out of convenience. Be very, very picky and be very, very selective. Because you know your worth. You can be alone. You don't care. You're not going to be with the wrong girl if it doesn't align with you. You're not going to be with the wrong person if they drain your energy, if they make you feel sad about yourself, if they make you feel less confident. Because we're trying to grow and we're trying to build something. We're trying to live our lives to the fullest. So we're not going to be around people that can't just push us in that direction. Like, I'm not saying that your friends are responsible, but at least they shouldn't break you down. They shouldn't bring you down. What I'm trying to do is that the next time I see someone, I would ask myself, do they truly, truly align with who I want to be? Did they truly align with the woman I'm trying to become? Did they truly align with my goals, with my weirdness? Like, do I have to tone it down to be around them? Do I have to hide some part of my authentic self to be around them? And if the answers are not positive, just don't be friends with them. Just keep them as arm's length. And honestly, we actually throw the word friend so loosely, but that's just like another topic for another day about friendships. But we can remain classmates. We can remain people we know. We don't have to be friends, So that's it, guys. Benefits of being alone. It's honestly a journey that I'm still on. It's a journey of self-love, self-discovery, and just especially being your authentic self, because I know it's very difficult to show up. And me saying benefits of being alone, I'm not trying to say, oh, you need to isolate yourself from everybody. No, it's about just embracing that quietness so that you can show up as a better human being, because you don't know what you might just discover. Like, I like to think of myself like, okay, I'm adding something good to the world with this podcast, and I wouldn't have discovered this if I didn't spend some time alone, if I didn't quiet out the external noise. So I'm challenging you, I'm challenging myself this week. Spend some time alone. Like, take out time for yourself, journal, figure out what you like, figure out if there's anybody in your life that isn't pouring into your cup, figure out if there's anyone in your life that is draining your energy, that doesn't align with who you are. Figure out if there's anybody in your life that kind of makes you hide who you are, that you can't show up as your truest self. Because honestly, that would also leak into other aspects of your life. Because if you're spending time with someone that drains your energy, or even worse, you hiding yourself, you would, even if you feel like, okay, I'm just spending time with them, like just an hour or two, that hour or two is going to leak into other aspects of your life. Because if you can't show up confident in this aspect, you'd also not be able to show up confident in the other aspects of your life. And honestly, just celebrate your unique journey, because everybody has a very, very unique journey. But if you're around these people that seem to have it like this, it may start to bother you. So just celebrate who you are. Nobody knows you like yourself, and just celebrate your weirdness, honestly, because I know you watching this. If you reach the end, you're definitely weird. You're definitely weird like me. But anyways, yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please comment down below what you enjoyed. Comment down a pink emoji, because I'm wearing pink. So comment down a pink emoji. And I would love to see you next week.